Hi, I'm Steve Plum, Editor-in-Chief of SME Media. I'm here today with John Dankenbring from Rivian at their Plymouth Engineering Center for their Media Days. We just went through an open house. Thank you for taking us on the tour here.
Yep.
So you joined Rivian actually early on, about 7 years ago.
Correct.
So 2 or 3 years before production actually started of the trucks.
Yeah. I got to see some of the first prototypes ever built here in Plymouth.
So then you started at traditional CNC operator.
Yep, just a lowly CNC machinist. But I had a lot of fun in those early days.
So, and you started playing around with 3D printers actually before you joined Rivian?
Yeah, of course. I saw the benefit of 3D printing alongside CNC machining. So in the early days, we were focused on building up our first prototypes, and I ended up bringing in my own 3D printer from home. Just to help with all those small little plastic pieces that I didn't really necessarily felt needed to be machined. So that opened me up for more of the shinier, more fun projects on my machines, like the suspension parts.
So what attracted you to Rivian, and particularly in prototyping and using additive manufacturing?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've always loved working with my hands. I love the adoption of technology to make things a little bit faster. When it comes to machining, I started off at a very young age, and just really loved it. I saw the technology grow. When 5-axis machining came on board, I fully embraced that. And when I saw Rivian was starting to hire, I saw that online. I reached out to a recruiter, and I hit them up every single day until they answered back. And they let me in, they took a chance, and been here for 7 years, and I've enjoyed every moment.
So you're kind of a one-man team at the beginning. Now about 17. You can prototype for the entire company across the world, both traditional processes and 3D printing. How do you marry the two and determine what to use?
Yeah, that's a great question. So within prototype manufacturing, we've got laser cutting, advanced CNC machining, all the different 3D printing technologies, and an amazing fabrication team that can bend metal. So what we really pride ourselves in is using additive through all these different technologies. We can machine anything. We can also just 3D print everything too, but combining these technologies is where both of them really shine.
So, well, first of all, do you think because Rivian was a startup, and although you're taking over an existing plant and now moving into another additional plant in a couple of years, but was it easier to adopt additive manufacturing from this environment?
I think it was. Yeah, as soon as we started quickly providing small prototypes on even the small home 3D printers, and then eventually graduated to our F900s, it caught on like wildfire. It was very exciting to see, and the growth that we have in additive and machining and all these different technologies has really just exploded across the company. And everyone knows that if they need a prototype here at Rivian, and they need it fast and they need it quality, they hit up my team.
So let's talk numbers. How many 3D printers do you have now across the company, and how many requests do you get per year?
Yeah, so at this point in time, we've got about 40 industrial 3D printers located all around the company. We've got separate hubs in every single major engineering location. And all together, every single year, we've been going over 6,000 requests.
And they range from what?
Oh, yeah. So one request could range from maybe 10 parts, which is a fairly quick turnaround, or it could be 10,000 parts. We still are able to turn that stuff around fairly quickly.
So what do you see as some of the biggest benefits of using additive?
Here at Rivian, just the development and validation process. Having the opportunity to have any engineer come in, start a design, and need a physical prototype in their hands immediately within 1, 2, 3 days. We provide that service, and this just helps them develop so much faster. Helps them find small tweaks that they need to make, and then eventually makes a high quality vehicle like an R1T or an R2.
So we have a bunch of parts in front of us. What are we looking at? What are some of the more complex ones and or higher volume?
Yeah, so one thing I mentioned is embracing additive through all these different technologies. So when it comes to our fabrication team, which was traditionally a little bit more old school, we would machine all of our dies for any sort of metal stamping that we have. Nowadays, about 35% of all of the prototype stampings that we do are just simply 3D printed. So this takes about 6 hours on one of our high-end CNC machines. This takes maybe about 10 hours overnight with nobody to monitor it or change out the tooling or anything like that. This has really helped propel our stamping prototypes.
So you mentioned some of the printers. We're looking at two. I believe these are two of the first ones you've had,
They are, yeah.
and operating at 90 to 91% utilization.
Yeah, they go back and forth in competition, but our first two F900s, which are large-scale FDM 3D printers, are our highest utilized 3D printers in the entire fleet. They do run essentially 24/7 through the holidays, through the weekends.
And these are both Stratasys, which I think the bulk of your machines are Stratasys.
Yeah, about 80% of our machines are Stratasys 3D printers.
Okay, so you have a good partnership with them.
We do. They were here at the very first 3D printer installation. We've grown to love the quality of their products. The fact that their machines can run nonstop for years on end. That means a lot to us because we're trying to move fast. So this relationship has been really great, and we have now adopted all 5 Stratasys technologies that they have available.
Great, well thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you.